Hello, everyone. This is Amiakl Zerwin from FilmFestivalCircuit.com and the assistant director of the Portland Comedy Film Festival. Right now, we're gearing up for our fall 2023 screening, which is going to take place on October 15th at the Sunshine Mill Winery and Drive-In Theater in the Dalles. And today, we are talking with one of our participating filmmakers. Robert Cam is the director of the monumental work Live at 5. Robert, thank you so much for meeting with me.
Oh yeah, thanks for having me. Of course.
So it's kind of a crazy movie. I think we have some like 72 actors, quite a lot of segments. It looks like you actually had to cut it down to 30 minutes. So it's a
Right.
big thing. It's public access. Tell me, what inspired this film?
Well, okay, so I am a big fan of public access, and this film is kind of a monument to lift up public access and all that it is, even though it's kind of becoming obsolete all over the country. We found out that our funding at TC Media is going to be cut. And there was some writing on the wall that we're going to lose our funding. So I have been wanting to do like a Saturday Night Live kind of show for a long time. And when I realized, oh my gosh, this is my last opportunity, I better do it now. I got to it. And so we started planning it in February and we went live in June 3rd of 2023. Yeah, like you said, I had 72 actors. I had a total of, I think I estimated about 95 people that
Wow.
helped out with writing. People wrote theme songs for it and sent them in, and everybody is doing this for free on a volunteer basis. It's just a kind of a grassroots thing that lifts up public access television.
That's awesome. Well, it's clear that a lot of people are passionate about public access and want to see the medium continue. And so, well, in order by doing this, did you secure any funding, or was this kind of a last hurrah for a medium that's unfortunately a little bit going to be underfunded here on out?
Yeah, we raised a few $1,000s,
Okay,
with
excellent.
sponsorships, ticket sales. We had a class that was associated with it, so we taught people as part of the production too. So some of the people working on the production are actually students.
Okay,
So there was that. We had to work on that, but hey, it worked out great, and so I'm very happy with it. But I'm on the board of the Alliance for Community Media, which is the national organization that advocates for public access television stations all over the country. So I'm really passionate about keeping it alive. And I'll just tell you, if you're passionate about public access, the public access's last stand will be in Massachusetts.
okay,
Massachusetts has a state law that all of the franchise fees collected from cable franchising needs to go to PEG channels, to public
okay.
educational and government channels. So they can't just take and pocket that money like cities all over the country can do. They can do that. When you do have a public access facility in your community, you want to thank the cities. Sometimes you have statewide franchising, so then it's your statewide utility districts, I think, that to oversee it and make it happen. But not every community you don't have to have one. They don't have to make it available. They don't have to give it any funding. They can just charge the cable company a franchise fees and keep all that money, unless you're in Massachusetts.
Totally. Okay. Well, this is very good to know, and it's interesting to see how these things work. We have PCM here in Portland, which is a great little spot, and seems to have
Oh yeah.
a good
Well,
fall.
it's called Open Signal.
Right, open
Hmm.
signal.
Yep.
Well, so tell me, in such a monumental work like this, and it seems like there's even an educational component, but what was it like on set? What was that process like with so many people and so many different
on
segments?
on the live day.
Yeah.
Well, so I thought it would be important to have understudies for all of the actors, so I double cast the show. I had cast A and cast B just in case nerves got too much or people got sick. I wanted to have a backup. I wanted to have an understudy that we could throw in there, but
Excellent.
we recorded both episodes. So it turned out we have like two shows, because we had this cast here that did the main show that you're going to see, in Portland, and then we had cast B that you can see on YouTube. You can see all the skits performed by different actors with kind of a little bit of a different feeling,
Oh, very cool.
by the way they delivered their lines and everything. But we had crew running around. We had people with headsets, a stage manager grabbing people, bringing them in, and then on top of that, we had the live studio audience. So yeah, it was a lot and it was fun. I
That's
think
awesome.
everybody had a fun time, and that was the most important thing for me, is that everybody has fun.
Totally. Well, what did you learn through this experience? I mean, it seems like you've been working in this media
Mhm.
world for a while, but did you take any new insights in the craft from this experience?
That's a good question. I did it. I can't believe I directed it as well as I did, because the the first show didn't look as good as the actual live show. We performed it at 3 o'clock, and then we did it live at 5. Right,
Okay,
that's the
yeah,
name of it.
right,
So the 3 o'clock show had the understudies, the cast B, and there were a lot more directing mistakes in that one, but gave me some, opportunity to practice an extra time. But
totally.
I'm very impressed that I really didn't make very many mistakes. There was one, you might not notice it, but actually I don't think it's in the version you have, because it
Okay,
was going to a roll in. The thing you don't have in the one that's going to be shown, in Portland, is the roll in pieces, and those gave us an opportunity to reset the set, get things ready for the next live skit. So
okay,
we broke it up with roll-in packages, and there were 4 of those. So I cut those out, which and it fit the category better that way, because the category I entered was sketch comedy,
okay,
and
yeah,
the roll-ins weren't really sketch comedy. You can call them digital shorts or short films, right?
right.
So that's the other reason that I cut those out, so it would fit in the category that you guys had.
Okay, that makes sense. Well, that's cool to make a little augmentation just to have it stand for different things. It'd be interesting to see the version with the Rollins and get the full kind of SNL style experience, and kind of just the fact of having to reset and buffer the time is kind of interesting to hear that background.
Uh-huh.
Well, what are you working on next? Do you have any more community media, any more activism in this regard, or any other films?
Well, Live at 5 season 2 is
Okay,
about to get started up. If
excellent.
anybody is in the Olympia area, Thurston County, Washington, you can come and be a part of the show. I'd love that. We're going to do some writing workshops on the 23rd of September. We're going to do auditions on the 30th. And of course, we're going to go down to Portland on the 15th of October. But that show will go live on December 2nd at 5
Okay,
o'clock. And it would be on TC Media's YouTube channel, or on their website, tcmedia.org. So you can find it through there. There's also a website for Live at 5. It's liveat5.godaddysites.com. And then there's a YouTube channel where you can see all of the cast B skits, and the some of the roll-ins. Some of the roll-ins are exclusive, and they're only going to
okay,
be released on at film festivals, and at maybe if we get a distribution deal one day, I don't know.
okay,
But
excellent.
yeah, you'd be able to watch that, on December 2nd. If you put that on your calendar, you can watch it through the internet, or watch it on TC Media's YouTube channel, or maybe it'll be on the Live at 5 YouTube channel this time around. So
Okay. That's awesome. So there's lots of routes to watch this, and it seems like you guys are actually have some good momentum and are working on another one. That's
yeah,
really
yeah.
cool.
Well,
Uh,
it may be the last one, because the funding for the station is actually done at the end of this year,
okay, so is TCM
unfortunately.
actually closing down?
It's might we lost our funding,
Yeah,
so we're either going to have to raise our rates or secure other funding in some way. But there's no way that we can. I mean, our budget was like $800,000 a year, so we raised maybe under 100,000 off of membership fees and
right.
things like that. We kept those rates small, because we got funding from the cities and from the cable franchise. But so yeah, I mean, we still are a nonprofit organization that will exist without our contract with the cities. But not having $800,000 a year is going to make things a lot different. We don't
Yeah,
know.
totally.
Hmm.
Well, I wish you the best of luck in that endeavor. I know something will come through. Somehow it'll be kept alive, and I know public access won't be going anywhere. Um, and I'm really excited to show this one in Portland. It's going to be at the
Cool.
Sunshine Mill Winery and Drive-In Theater. So we're doing kind of, you know, reviving drive-ins and keeping public access alive. And I really think that
Excellent.
this type of stuff and this brand of humor is it's interesting. It's quirky. It's a little nostalgic. I think people in Portland are really going to love it.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. This is a different place than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, were you thinking the Clinton Street Theater?
Right. That's what it says on Film Freeway. but it's
There's a venue change. It's going to
okay.
be in the Dalles, which is just in the gorge, so a little bit outside Portland. But
Okay.
it's a fantastic spot. Sunshine
Okay.
Mill Winery and Drive-In Theater. You
Okay.
get wine and drive-in. So, but yeah, I'm
Neat.
looking forward
That
to
sounds
seeing you
cool.
there.
All
Absolutely.
right. Definitely.
Well, take care.
All right. Thank you. Good to meet you. I'll see
You
you
too.
then. See you in
Bye.
October. Okay. Bye.